January 2026 is already whispering to your soul, even if the calendar still insists you are not there yet. Somewhere inside, Cancer, you can feel a shift building like a wave beneath the surface of the ocean. You might not see it with your physical eyes, but your intuition knows something is gathering, something is aligning, and it has everything to do with abundance, security, and money flowing into your life in a way that finally feels safe. This is not just about numbers in a bank account. This is about your heart finally breathing out after years of financial tension, worry, and emotional fatigue. You, more than any other sign, carry money as an emotional story. For you, money is not just currency. It is care, protection, safety, the ability to nurture yourself and the people you love. When money is scarce, your inner world feels threatened. When bills pile up, your chest tightens, your sleep grows shallow, and you start to wonder if the universe has forgotten you. But it hasn't. It was never about punishment. It was always about preparation. January 2026 is not a random month on a random timeline. It is a portal, a moment chosen by divine timing where the effort, tears, and quiet resilience you've lived through will begin to crystallize into tangible blessings. Before we go deeper into this message, take a moment to subscribe to Signs and Secrets so you don't miss the guidance the universe keeps sending your way. If this kind of spiritual insight helps you feel seen, protected, and prepared, subscribing is a way of saying yes to staying connected with the messages meant for your soul. Think about how many times you've worried about money while pretending you were fine. How many times you've smiled in front of others while feeling the weight of debts, instability, or fear pressing on your spine. Maybe you've learned to live with a constant low-level anxiety, always trying to calculate if what you have now will still be enough tomorrow. When you are ruled by the moon, like Cancer is, every fluctuation in your external world amplifies in your internal ocean. A late payment, an unexpected expense, a job uncertainty. It all hits deeper because you feel everything. But the universe has been watching you. It has seen you learning to stretch what you have, to create comfort with so little, to give even when you felt you had almost nothing to offer. It has seen you stand back up after disappointments, after promises that fell apart, after opportunities that seemed golden but crumbled in your hands. Your spirit has continued, quietly and stubbornly, to believe that life can still surprise you in beautiful ways. That quiet faith, that refusal to become bitter, is part of why January 2026 holds such a powerful turning point for you.
This incoming flow of money is not a random stroke of luck. It is a reflection of inner work you may not even realize you've been doing. You've been renegotiating your worth. You've been learning to say no to people who drain you. You've been reconsidering the jobs, situations, and patterns where you overgive and undercharge, where your heart is fully invested, but the world gives you pennies in return. You've been slowly, silently rewriting your relationship with receiving. And when a Cancer learns to receive without guilt, the universe responds. So pause for a moment and check in with yourself. What if January 2026 is not just a good month, but a spiritual rebirth of your financial story? What if that deposit, that raise, that new client, that contract, that unexpected payout, that opportunity that finally lands, what if it all comes as an answer to a prayer you barely had the strength to voice? Hold that in your heart for a moment. Let yourself feel the possibility of your account growing instead of shrinking, of you looking at your balance and feeling gratitude instead of fear. And because this message is deeply personal, I want you to connect with it consciously. Share your date of birth and your zodiac sign in the comments, especially if you are Cancer or have strong Cancer placements. This is a way of saying to the universe, I am here, I am listening, I am open. When you speak your energy into the world, the universe listens back. For many Cancers, the story of money begins in childhood. Maybe you grew up watching someone worry about paying the bills, arguing over finances, or living in a constant state of "we can't afford that." Perhaps you promised yourself that you would create a different life, one where money was not always a source of panic. Yet somehow, through patterns you didn't consciously choose, you found yourself repeating some of the same emotional scripts. That's because money is never just material. It is ancestral. It is emotional. It is energetic. The path to January 2026 started long before you knew it. Every time you worked hard and felt underpaid, every moment you supported others financially even when you were exhausted, every time you bit back your needs because you didn't want to be a burden, all of that has been part of your soul's education. The universe has been asking you one essential question: will you finally choose yourself? Because when you do, the way money approaches you changes. You stop chasing and start attracting. You stop begging and start receiving. You stop living in survival mode and start walking toward aligned opportunities.
As January 2026 approaches, imagine the universe reorganizing your path. A door that once seemed closed begins to crack open. An idea you dismissed comes back louder. Someone remembers your name and offers a chance. A situation that has been stagnant suddenly moves. You might be guided to apply for a new role, to raise your prices, to start a side project, to invest in yourself, or to claim money that is already owed to you. None of it is random. These are energetic invitations. If this message is already touching something true inside you, gently tap the like button so this energy and these words can reach more hearts who need this confirmation. Sometimes a simple act like liking a video becomes a small ritual of saying yes to abundance and sharing hope with someone who feels alone. Cancer, you are a cardinal water sign. You are meant to initiate emotional tides, not just respond to them. That means you are co-creating this financial wave. The universe can send the opportunity, but you must say yes. You must take the step. You must dare to believe that you are worthy of being well paid, well supported, and well taken care of. The old version of you accepted scarcity as part of your identity. The version of you walking into January 2026 is ready to accept overflow. This is also a time to examine your beliefs around money. Do you secretly feel guilty at the idea of having too much, especially when others are struggling? Do you fear that money will change you or make you less kind, less spiritual, less heart-centered? The truth is, money does not corrupt a pure soul. It amplifies what is already there. In your case, abundance amplifies your ability to nurture, to give, to create a stable home, to help someone the way you wish someone had helped you. Having more does not make you selfish. It makes you resourced. The universe is asking you now, can you imagine yourself not just surviving, but thriving? Can you imagine logging into your account in January 2026 and seeing a number that makes your shoulders drop with relief, your heart exhale, your body relax? Can you imagine feeling safe for the first time in a long time? Not because everything is perfect, but because you know you have a foundation. You are not being prepared for a short-lived blessing that evaporates overnight. You are being prepared for a new frequency of financial energy. That is why the months leading up to January may feel like shedding. You could be releasing jobs, clients, habits, or relationships that do not respect your value. It can feel scary, like standing on a shoreline while the tide pulls way back. But every Cancer knows, when the water retreats, a bigger wave is on the way. Picture a morning in January 2026. The air feels different, even if you can't explain why. Maybe you wake up and, from habit, feel that small ache in your chest, the one that usually whispers, "Will there be enough?" But this time, something nudges you to check your account, to open that email, to answer that call. And there it is, a payment you've been waiting for, a deposit you didn't expect, a contract finally approved, a raise confirmed, a client saying yes, a refund, a bonus, an inheritance, a settlement, an opportunity that multiplies your income. The universe using the material plane to say directly to you, "I did not forget your prayers." The number you see might surprise you, not just because of its size, but because of how it makes you feel. At first, there might be disbelief. Cancers can be cautious with hope. You've been disappointed, so you've learned not to celebrate too soon. But as the reality settles, something gentle and powerful happens. Your nervous system begins to unwind. Your mind, which has been in survival mode for years, suddenly has space to imagine, to dream, to plan. You are not meant to hoard money in fear. You are meant to partner with it in trust. If you feel called to walk even more closely with this spiritual journey, remember that you don't have to do it alone. Join as a member to support the channel and unlock exclusive content. Let yourself be surrounded by messages that consistently remind you of who you are and what you deserve, especially in moments when doubt tries to pull you back into old stories. As this money arrives, you may notice that it doesn't just solve practical problems, it reveals emotional ones. You might feel tempted to give it all away, to rescue someone, to fix everything for everyone. That's the Cancer heart, generous, protective, self-sacrificing. But January 2026 is not just about giving, it is about balance. It is about learning how to let money nourish you first, so that what you give comes from overflow, not from depletion.
You are being asked to become a wise guardian of this financial blessing. This means setting boundaries with yourself, with others, and with your past. It means not rushing to spend out of impulse or fear. It means asking your heart, what would truly support my long-term stability, my emotional peace, my spiritual growth? Sometimes that answer is paying off a debt. Sometimes it's creating an emergency fund. Sometimes it's investing in your skills, your business, your healing. Sometimes it's simply allowing yourself to enjoy something beautiful without guilt. Cancer, this is a chance to rewrite your identity. You are not the person who is always struggling, broke, behind, or barely making it. You are not defined by what you lacked growing up or by the mistakes you made when you didn't know better. You are allowed to become the version of yourself who is financially grounded, emotionally secure, and spiritually aligned. Abundance does not make you less sensitive. It gives your sensitivity a safe container. So, as you feel this message, claim it. Speak it out loud if you can. Say to yourself, I am ready to receive. I am worthy of good things. I am capable of handling more. I allow financial blessings to enter my life in January 2026 and beyond. These are not just pretty affirmations. They are energetic agreements. They are you opening a door that might have remained closed out of fear. And in the comments, let this be your ritual. Write your date of birth and your zodiac sign, and if you feel comfortable, one sentence declaring what you are ready to receive from the universe. Not as desperation, but as quiet, confident intention. When you put your energy into words, you give the universe a clear signal about where to send its blessings. When a wave of money arrives, a deeper test begins. Will you stay in the new energy, or will you subconsciously find ways to return to the old story? This is where your emotional awareness as a Cancer becomes your superpower. You are gifted at feeling the undercurrents beneath your behavior. You can notice when you are about to overspend to escape a feeling, or overgive to avoid guilt, or sabotage an opportunity because part of you is afraid of being too successful. January 2026 is not just about filling your account, it is about transforming your inner script. The universe is asking you to love yourself enough to keep what you've been given, to grow it, to let it support you for more than a moment, to believe that stability is not a brief miracle, but a new normal.
This requires daily choices. Saying no when an old pattern tries to come back. Saying yes to routines, habits, and decisions that protect your future. Your intuition will guide you. There will be moments when something looks good on the surface but feels wrong in your gut. Trust that. There will be opportunities that feel aligned, even if they scare you a little. Lean into those. You are a moon child. Your guidance does not come in loud, logical arguments. It comes in quiet inner knowing, in subtle emotional shifts, in the way your body softens or tenses around certain choices. Let that inner tide lead you. At the same time, remember that you are not alone on this path. There are many souls just like you who are healing their relationship with money, worth, and security. By staying connected with signs and secrets, you keep your spirit surrounded by reminders, confirmations, and guidance that help you stay anchored in this new frequency. So if you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe to Signs and Secrets so these messages continue to reach you exactly when you need them most. As you integrate this new reality, let gratitude be your anchor. Not a performative gratitude that ignores your pain, but a grounded gratitude that says, I see how far I've come. I see how I've been carried. Be grateful for the money that arrives, yes, but also for the version of you that refused to give up. The you who held on through sleepless nights, through financial storms, through the ache of uncertainty. That version of you deserves to be honored, nurtured, and allowed to rest. And if this vision of your future, this message about January 2026 has resonated with your heart, let that be reflected in the physical world. Like this video so that the algorithm becomes another instrument through which the universe spreads hope to cancers and sensitive souls who are silently praying for a sign. Your simple gesture may be the reason someone else receives the message they desperately needed today. In the comments, share your date of birth, your zodiac sign, and how you feel after hearing this message. Are you ready to receive? Are you ready to let go of the old story of struggle and step into a chapter where money feels like support instead of threat? Your words may inspire someone who feels exactly the way you once did. As you move toward January 2026, carry this knowing in your heart. You are not walking toward a random event. You are walking toward a meeting with your own worth translated into financial form. Let yourself be excited. Let yourself prepare. Let yourself trust that the universe, which has always known your heart, also knows your needs. So take a deep breath, Cancer. Place your hand over your heart and silently agree to receive what is meant for you. Stay close to this energy, stay close to this community, and stay close to your own intuition. Make sure you are subscribed to Signs and Secrets. And if this message brought you clarity, healing, or peace, remember to like the video so it can keep circulating through the lives it is meant to touch. If you want to hear everything the universe has to say to you, watch these other videos on our channel.